Oh, it's Cornelia. Hi, Cornelia.
Yesterday.
So, excuse my t-shirt. As soon as I get in from training, I literally have a shower. Oh, you're sliding. And put on my comfiest clothes because I'm dead. I am dead. Preparation for breakfast starts actually the night before. So this is a steeped coffee bag. This is a new thing for me. I started watching Emma Chamberlain on YouTube, and I'm really bad at getting addicted to things, and I got addicted to her, and then she has a coffee company. Oh, stop sliding. Then I bought a coffee and now I'm addicted. This is a steeped coffee bag, which you add half a cup of water to. Bear with me, a little bit too much maybe. And then you put in the fridge. It makes cold brew. You add ice in the morning and almond milk, and it's like an iced almond cold brew thing. Absolutely delicious, and I mean, it doesn't look delicious right now, but when I show you tomorrow, it will be delicious. So also today, guys, is oat cake bake day. So it's in one of my other videos, the recipe and everything. So it's basically bananas, eggs, oats, blueberries, baking powder, and I make this like 4 or 5 days. Try not to spill oats everywhere. A little bit of honey as well sometimes, just like the smallest little bit, just to help everything combine. I bake that for 15 minutes or so. So the mixture will look something like this. Then I will add some blueberries now, and it is delicious, honestly, I promise.
The next day.
Good morning. So we have my little steeped coffee jar. You can see now it's actually a nice colour, not the weird colour it was last night. So we take the lid off of this and we take coffee bag out. Okay, and then we add some ice. So, oh yes, I was going to say, please come out first time ice. Don't be really difficult. Okay, no. And then this, which I found the other day, which I thought was like a really good find, but apparently it's normal, but I didn't know it was normal. A little bit. There we go. Lid back on. Yeah, really good. That is good actually. And I'm just waiting for my porridge to cook. So I've got my porridge. It's just half a cup of oats and 1 cup of almond milk. Sometimes I'll have overnight oats, so I'll basically just have the same ingredients as this, but I will, oh wait, cinnamon first. Cinnamon on everything. But I will put it in the fridge overnight, so it's like cold, yeah, it's like a cold porridge, but it's actually really nice. And I have this every day. I'm really set in my routine, like really set in my routine. For me, if I ate the same thing every day, it's no problem. It's around 7 o'clock now, so I have training at 9, so I always get up around this time. Honey on top. And then a teaspoon of, I found this in Poland. It's basically chocolate peanut butter. I know it says protein on it, but that's not really why I buy it. I buy it because it tastes nice. A little teaspoon of that on top. And 2 of my breakfast. Also, before I forget, I've just put a giveaway up on my Instagram, so head over to @JawnJaneHart and you can win a racket and a shirt if you do what the post says. So just before I forget that. Okay, so now I'm gonna get myself ready and go off the train. So that's a car coming behind me. My car beeps quite good actually, so hopefully won't crash and ruin this car. I've just finished training and I just had some physio. You can tell it's been a tough week. My skin is terrible, my hair is on top of my head. I do apologise. So imagine going to a, oh, it's Cornelia. Hi Cornelia. So imagine going to a coffee shop that you find on Google Maps, right by where you train, and you sit there and you start having a coffee, and you are on the phone to your mum. So I probably sound the most Welsh I ever sound when I speak to my mum. And there's guys in there, and they start looking at you a bit weird, and it's because the buildings that where the coffee shop is are owned by one Welsh guy, an English guy, and a Scots guy, which that sounds like a bit of like a joke, but it is true. And it's called Celtic Park, and it's in Pieszczno, which is around the area where I live. And yeah, imagine coming all the way to Poland and then that happening. It's so weird. So the most amazing thing about this is actually this week they have decided to help me out a little bit, which also includes being helped out with my food. So unreal. Imagine being able to go and get coffee and some lunch as part of your like sponsorship. So that's what I'm able to do. So what I do is in Polish cuisine, they have actually quite a big meal for lunch, which I don't really like to have in between trainings. So what I do is I take the meal that they offer for lunch, take it home for my dinner, and then I grab a coffee. Like, I feel like a little bit of a celebrity when I go in there now, and it's all taken care of for me. Very, very grateful. Like, that's the type of sponsorship that everyone wants, right? My coffee and my little brown bag of foods from Cafe Pally. So I'm happy now. I'll show you a little bit later what I got. Sorry. I've just got home, lunch. So I have the same thing every single day. I'm really boring, I'm really old. I've just whacked on 2 eggs that I'm gonna hard boil. Sometimes I do that in the morning if I can remember and then whack them in the fridge, but this morning I just didn't remember. I now freeze bread, which will make some people laugh because many people will know that I used to be scared of frozen food. Fun fact, such a weird fact. So I will have a slice of avocado toast and 2 boiled eggs, and I'll show you how I make that just in a second. Okay, so for my lunch, I just deshelled my eggs because no one wants to watch me deshell eggs on YouTube, that's for sure, because I make an absolute hash of it. I have my avocado. Fun fact, if you keep the stone in your avocado, because of course you don't want a whole avocado straight off the bat, if you keep your stone inside avocado, it keeps it fresher for longer. Something that I have learnt. A bit of avocado on there. And then I have, I like to cut up my eggs actually first in half. Oh, the pressure of doing this. I actually normally do this in my sleep. Okay, so Himalayan salt on top a little bit, pepper, and a new addition, a little bit, tiny amount of chili flakes. Because I find the korma spicy, so yeah. Here's my lunch. People were probably thinking that's a really ugly lunch, but it tastes delicious and I really enjoy it. So I'm now going to sit actually with my diary because today Malaysia Open just got cancelled, so I need to rejig and reorganise a few things. Then to finish my lunch off, I will have a little bit of my oat cake, and I put a little bit of the chocolate peanut butter that I have with my porridge on top. And yeah, then I will go back for training at around 1:30, 1:45. So we have a bike session and an on-court session today. So I will see you. Sometimes after training I can't eat anything. Today I am so hungry. So I'm gonna make a protein shake. Yeah. I was supposed to film myself making that and then I forgot and now I already made it. So it's just coconut milk, protein, half a frozen banana and some ice cubes. Sorry. Guys, welcome to Beetroot Appreciation Club. I think number of members 1, but you can't really see right now. You can see the white, that's goat cheese, and that's beetroot risotto. It is one of my favourite meals, and that will go with a spinach. I think I have a spinach and basil soup. Wait, let me see the colour of this soup. Sorry guys. Okay, a little bit weird looking flavour soup. I'm not very good at this, am I? Oh, do not spill the soup. But I would never have eaten anything like that before I came to Poland, you know, but now I'm like addicted to Polish food. So nice. Okay, so am I having the most Instagrammable food today? No. Does it taste delicious? Yes. Also, fun fact, when I've been working with nutritionists and stuff over the years and asking for advice, beetroot has properties that help with recovery. I'm not a nutritionist, but I have been told by qualified nutritionists. So that's goat's cheese also, by the way. So I'm gonna make like a yogurt bowl that I have this every single night with some adaptations, but every single night I'll have a yogurt bowl. So skia, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but these are very high in protein. I know this, of course, because I have had advice from a nutritionist. I do have like a basic knowledge of sports nutrition because my degree was sports science, so I do have a basic knowledge, but I'm also really interested in like, I guess nutrition, but also like cooking and stuff. Like I am always looking for new recipes because I really love food and I really want to be eating the right things. I've always struggled with weight a little bit whilst I've been playing, not so much now luckily, when I was younger though, and so I really take great pride and real interest in, sorry that's not very good is it, in my nutrition, because I feel like if you feel good then you play better. That's my view anyway. I have some like frozen blueberry type things. Normally I have fresh blueberries, but I've run out. I think I put all of them in my oat cake thing, so I'll have some blueberries. And then I have cinnamon on everything, like, yeah, literally everything now. So I just have some cinnamon, like a little cinnamon sachet from like, I think this is from Lidl actually. Then this actually was recommended to me from Michael Rogalski, who is our men's singles #1 player, which is mango pulp. Now this is from Lidl actually, and it is, oh my goodness, it's delicious. I think the content is really good as well. It's like 99.9% mango. Because you know, some things have like loads of added sugar and loads of stuff like that, but this doesn't. So I've already got a tin open. This is the last bit of the tin, so I will just drizzle that a little bit on top. Sometimes I will maybe have some oats on top or some granola, but tonight I just feel like this is good enough for me. Again, not an Instagrammable dessert. Look at it. Oh, I don't know, it's not too bad, but it tastes literally delicious. Especially this mango. So thank you, Michael, for this recommendation. One thing I was thinking of there, sorry, where am I wagging my spoon? One thing I was thinking about whilst I was eating that then, one of the most like important questions that I've asked nutritionists before in the past is something that I really struggle with. Sometimes I get home from training, and because we're pushing our bodies so hard, I find that I'm not actually hungry, and it's quite common in athletes from the information that I've received. But it's still really important to fuel our bodies. So sometimes I have like a really bad stomach or something if I've done especially like a hard bike. So still trying to get nutrients back into the body. You can do it with stuff like smoothies with oats, or quite easily digestible food, like even like beans on toast and stuff like that. I know it's not the most like crazy like posh meal, but something that's really easily digestible, because that's something I've really struggled with actually. I have my yogurt bowl and then I just drink water for the rest of the night just to rehydrate before training. I've had such a difficult week this week in terms of tough but really good training. I've also been in charge a little bit because my coach has gone away with some other players to Portugal IS. So I've been in charge of my own training, which is not really something that I would ever choose to do. I kind of just like to turn up and just be told what to do, which may shock some people. But then because he is away, I'm really conscious of making the training as good as if he would be here. So actually I'm quite hard on myself. I may have a cup of tea before I go to bed in a few hours time, but that's kind of me done. Thank you for watching, and I hope you find it a little bit informative, and I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe and please leave any comments down below because I really enjoy reading comments from you guys.